It was 20 years ago on Valentine's Day. Asha Degree disappeared in the middle of the night. The fourth grader is believed to have left home in the hours just before dawn, walking out of her Falston neighborhood near Shelby, North Carolina. More than a year later, Asha's backpack turned up at a construction site 30 miles away.
After 20 years, I still believe my daughter is alive. I do not believe she's dead. And I know somebody knows something. I'm not crazy enough to think that a 9-year-old can disappear into thin air without somebody knowing something.
A search was done in that area. Same type of situation. People were interviewed, evidence was collected and sent off. And until this day, Asha's still not been located.
The story of Asha Degree, the 9-year-old who mysteriously vanished in 2000. Asha Degree's disappearance baffled police when she went missing from her North Carolina home in the early hours of Valentine's Day in 2000. They still don't know where she is. The missing person in this case is Asha. The date, Valentine's Day of 2000. Location, Shelby, North Carolina, and she was just 9 years old. Asha went to bed without issue but vanished before dawn. There was a power outage that occurred around midnight, but Asha was still asleep when her father checked on her. Asha packed a backpack and left the house. She was seen by 2 drivers on Highway 18 around 4 a.m. She ran into the woods when she was spotted and has never been seen again. Now, the local police and FBI were unable to find any leads or explanations for her disappearance. Despite extensive efforts, Asha's whereabouts remain unknown. Asha's mother, Ikila, holds on to hope and believes that her daughter is still alive. Even 20 years after her disappearance, she is convinced that someone must have information about Asha's whereabouts and is determined to uncover the truth. Now, there's a quote from Asha's mother. She stated, "After 20 years, I still believe my daughter is still alive. I do not believe she is dead, and I know someone knows something. I'm not crazy enough to think that a 9-year-old can disappear into thin air without somebody knowing something."
After 20 years, I still believe my daughter is alive. I do not believe she's dead. And I know somebody knows something. I'm not crazy enough to think that a 9-year-old can disappear into thin air without somebody knowing something.
Asha, 9-year-old from Shelby, North Carolina. She was a little sensible and studious 4th grader who enjoyed family outings and was wary of strangers. She lived with her parents, Harold and Akila, and her brother in an apartment, and they would often let themselves in after school while their parents were still at work. So Asha disappeared on February 14th, 2000, between 2:30 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. Without any signs of forced entry or struggle, her parents notified the police, who found no scent trail but received reports of a sighting on Highway 18 around 4 a.m. Asha was seen running into the woods, and despite investigations, she was never found. Now, Asha's hair bow was found in a shed a day after her disappearance, but an extensive search and 300 tips yielded nothing. The FBI and SBI joined the case, and her family appeared on TV shows to publicize her disappearance. After 1.5 years, construction workers unearthed Asha's backpack on August 3rd, 2001, while digging an access road in Burke County, 30 miles away. It held a New Kids on the Block t-shirt and a copy of Dr. Seuss's Mick Elligott's Pool. Despite this, no new leads emerged. In 2004, a prison inmate claimed to know where Asha was buried, but investigators only found animal remains. The case still remains unsolved. Asha's family has been searching for her since she disappeared in 2000. Despite promising leads, her fate remains unknown. The family has organized annual walks and established a scholarship in her name to keep her memory alive. The family and investigators remain hopeful and continue to pursue all leads. Despite extensive efforts by the FBI, the local police, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, she is still missing. Detective Tim Adams believes someone in the community may still have information that can help find Asha.
Asha's mysterious disappearance and the enduring questions surrounding it have shaken her hometown, a close-knit hamlet in the Carolina foothills.
This house here on the left, the end apartment, was Asha's apartment. Her family, somebody's moved in it now, they no longer live there. People still want to help. People still want to find her. And she has been called Shelby's sweetheart, and just because she's a child that one of our own that's gone missing, and we want to find out what happened to her.
Recently, age-processed photos of what Asha might look like today were released. The FBI and Cleveland County Sheriff's Office are offering a combined $45,000 reward for information leading to her whereabouts. Asha's parents hold on to hope that she is alive and that those responsible will come forward, allowing them to finally reunite with their daughter.
That's my prayer every night, that God will get into their heart and let them just come forward, or somebody that know them come forward, because it's got to be a weight on them. We're hoping and we're praying that she's had a halfway decent life anyway, even though we didn't get to raise her. She was 9 years old, and now she'll be 30 this year. So we missed everything. But I don't care if she walked in the door right now. I wouldn't care what I miss. All I want to do is see her.
We don't know why she left. We have no idea. Her parents have no idea why, and she's just missing now. So leave a comment down below what you think the theories are about Miss Asha, 9-year-old, who just mysteriously vanished in 2000 from her parents.